Hi guys, welcome to the Neelz Show. So today we are going to make a circular wrap skirt. So for which I have made a sketch like this, which might not look exactly like a wrap skirt, but trust me, this is that. So anyway, so let's get started and I'll show you on paper how we are going to do it. And I will include paperwork and then the actual cutting on the cloth, then followed by stitching, and again for the next step we'll come back to the paper cutting, then we will go to the stitching, the cutting on the cloth, and then again to the stitching. So this process will continue until we end up with a beautiful wrap skirt. So let's get started. Let's start from here. So for example, I'll show you, if suppose this is the sari, what I'm going to do is I am going to suppose this is the sari and this is the edge of the sari. So I'm going to measure what is the width of it. So as per the width I'm going to do the marking. So see, suppose this is at 10 this is 10 centimeter. So whatever will be the width of your sari, the same amount, the same measurement you will take. And depending upon that, depending upon this particular width, you're going to mark your center point from here, from the edge till here, and again from center point again 10. Alright, so this is our center point, and these are the edges of your skirt. Now remember, because it is a full circular wrap skirt, so we need to have two halves. So first of all, I'm going to show you how we are going to do the marking. So here is the center. So taking this point as the center, we are going to do the marking for the remaining part. So place your scale at the center and do the marking like so. I hope you can understand that this is coming into a semicircle. Like this. Okay. So similarly, I am going to cut it on the cloth. So here is the clip. Now whatever I have shown you on this, I will show you on the paper. Just lay down your sari, measure the width, take that width as your measurement for your center point. Start from there and using the same width, just mark your circle. So you will get a semicircle like this. So for this skirt, because it's a full circle, I need two parts, so two halves. So what I'm going to do, once you have this, again you can take the remaining part of your sari, place this piece on top of the remaining cloth, and you can just cut it down like this. Okay, so you will be having two halves of the circle like this. So the basic pattern, whatever we wanted for our skirt, is ready here basically. Now next step is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to join these two edges only from center till this edge. Let's see it on the cloth. after that we will be left with this particular circle, which will be stitched from this side, and this side will be open for us because it is a wrap skirt, so we are not going to completely close it. So after this is done, we are going to picot the edges. The complete circle edges we are going to picot. Now that the picot is done, next step is to cut down your waist. So how much ever you want. So as per that measurement, we have to cut down the waist. Now to do the marking of the skirt waist, your waistband should be like 1:1.5. That means if your usual waist width is this much, you will have one extra part which will again come and wrap you around here. So that's the usual measurement. So if your waist is coming as 32, you should have one more half part of it, that is like 32 by 2 will be 16. So 32 plus 16 will come as 48 inches. So we need 48 inches to be marked for this section. So since this is 4 layers, again we are going to divide it into 4. Then it will come to like 12 inches. So from here till here we are going to mark 12 inches. For that, so it will be a quadrant like this. Just make sure that from here till here it is 12 inches. We are going to cut it down. Alright, so here is the skirt now. So what we have to do, just open this completely like so. Remember that this part is already stitched and this is the only part which is open. Now we have to attach the waistband. So for waistband, whatever cloth is left, take that cloth, and since we already have like 48 inches of the waist, remember that 48 plus you should have some extra length so that you can tie your waist. So for that, since it is a wrap skirt, so after wrapping you will need some extra cloth, extra belt to tie it. So what we will do, we will have a 48 plus 24. Okay, so it will come around 72 inches of belt. So it's approximate thing. So as per your requirement you can add. So what we are going to do, whatever extra cloth is left, on that we are going to mark. I am going to take a 5 inches width belt, so that once I fold it, it will be like 2.5, and once I stitch it, it will come to 2 inches. So like this you have to cut down, place it over the remaining cloth, just for measurement purpose, and then again cut it down. Like this I will be left with. As per my saree measurement, I had to cut down 3 pieces. So whatever are the extra edges, I am going to trim them. After trimming, I am going to attach all these like this. But if you have one extra, like when you have length, you can directly use it. You need not take 3 bits. You can have one single bit if you have that much cloth with you. But if you do not have, this is the best way to do. Okay. So once we have the belt ready, Now the next thing is to attach the belt to your skirt. So if suppose this is the stitched section, what we are going to do, we are going to say suppose this is the entire width of your belt, we are going to fold it in half just to understand the center point of your belt, so that whatever extra belt is hanging will be symmetric. So for that we are going to fold it into half, take this center point, and if this is the stitched edge and this is the open side, we are going to match this center point with this center point and start stitching. Okay, we are going to attach the belt like this, and whatever extra belt is there, that will come here and it will hang. And that's it. Our skirt is ready. So it's very simple. You can make it with new cloth, or if you want you can use old sari, or you can use like old dupattas and make it if you like to. But I actually had a very beautiful sari with me, so I used it. Actually my mom gave it to me because she was bored with it, and she told me if you want to use it for any DIY you can go ahead and use it. So this is the sari which my mom gave me, and I actually used it to make this beautiful skirt. So you can also give it a try. And remember that if you're making a wrap skirt, the cloth should be thick enough, otherwise it will be if it is very see-through it will look a bit awkward. But if you're okay with it, I am fine. But usually wrap skirts, because we do not place any lining, it will look awkward. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get back to you with more interesting videos. Till then, take care and bye.